Hey, Gemini, how are you? Gemini, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate your time. Thanks so much for being here with me. If this is your first time here, I just want to let you know that I appreciate you, okay? And if you're returning, then y'all already know. So, Gemini, I'm excited to get this reading out. This is a very timeless message, okay? I wanted to present a timeless message here to you guys. This isn't anything that you're going to need to be on the lookout for in any specific sort of time formatting or blocking, right? The intentions is really set for you to be able to recognize this energy at any point. And for some of you, the way that might manifest is, this video may even surface up at a particular point, whether it's a year from the time that it's uploaded or, just a matter of weeks or months, right? The intention is really to just be able for you to really recognize just the energies can sometimes just be very, very fluid, all right, as far as time goes. Also, I do think that it does work in great correlation to the topic that we are here to discuss today. So we're actually really going to be talking about, missed connections or missed opportunities in relationships with people from your past, where sometimes that you got that one that just got away, and usually all of us do, or have at least a couple where there's maybe one or two that got away, or the one that just really slipped through the cracks, and you really kind of feel as though maybe you just really missed out on having any type of relationship with this person. And keep in mind, this is for people who really made actual connections with people, and not necessarily just you in your mind having a connection with this person and then they had no connection with you. Then of course, then that's why you're not together. So before you get mad, just understand that, this is definitely about the two of you. Are you still on their mind? Are you still on their mind? Possibly. So what was the overall jush of the relationship? Let's take a look and see here. Oh. All right. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay. So this is possibly maybe somebody that I feel like you had given either repeated chances to, or you felt as though they needed to give you a chance. Okay, we got 4 cards to come out. So we'll take a look and see what they are. So we got give your relationship a chance. The next card we have is keep an open mind. Okay, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. Gemini, I feel as though you are already, I kind of feel as though some of you are kind of dabbling into this energy where you're keeping your options open about possible opportunities with other people, or people that you may have already met before. But at the same time, maybe the thing that you already have, or the thing that you already had here, you still felt as though you had a connection to that, and you still owed that particular person a chance. So I feel like, yeah, this person that came along, you may have met them. They weren't generally your type, right? They weren't generally your type. Not generally the person that you would go for. However, you found yourself in very light, flirty energy with them. I really feel like they kind of allowed your mind to be a little bit more open, just in their own personality. Okay. Gemini, this person that you met, is instantly attracted to them. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So yeah, definitely I get the energy big, Gemini, that you were possibly already involved with someone that maybe y'all's relationship was on the rocks. You may have been going through a little spat. But nevertheless, this new person kind of came along and kind of really opened up your eyes, and maybe even made you realize that, your type might be a little bit more expansive than you really thought it was. Yeah, this person, like, it was just effortless with them. You know, the way that you guys connected, the way that you talked, you know, there's just like this unspoken attraction. It's almost like it kind of shocks you, Gemini. Or, you know, this person, like, they shocked you. Like, wait, this person, like, has this type of personality? Like, I would have, you know, passing by you on the street, probably would have never met you or talked to you. But in some situation, like, you know, you found yourself in a part of unexplainable situation where, you know, you may have possibly really opened up and liked someone that wasn't usually what you're used to. I feel like, Gemini, I feel like this person is still on your mind. From time to time, you may think about them, you may wonder, you know, what they're up to. You may flirt with the idea of what if the two of you had gotten together, if you hadn't have given your current relationship a chance, or if you hadn't have given the current relationship a chance at, you know, whatever relationship you were in at that time, possibly. Justice. Gemini, this person might have been a Libra. This person might have been a Libra, a fellow air sign. And it's like, honestly, you really met this person. I feel like you met this person right when you were supposed to meet them. Can you get more clarification, please? The Six of Wands. I really feel like you almost feel as though you can see. The Six of Wands is a very, honestly, the Six of Wands is a very like celebratory card. It's a very, you know, victorious card. Here, though, I feel as though it's more so where, Gemini, I think that you were able to really, it was like you were able to really, like, feel vulnerable with this person. And for you, that was a victory, because maybe that was just something that you just didn't even know that you were looking for. You were looking to feel vulnerable with a particular person, and maybe that's what just attracted you in the first place and had you feeling, you know, feelings for this person. Two of Wands. So now you have two paths, right? You have two different ways that you can go. What do I do? Do I give my current relationship a chance? Do I, you know, keep going with that? Or should I continue to just keep my options open and see what else progresses? Because, you know what, I might have met a real badass Libra who I really feel very comfortable with. And, you know, and you can, it's almost where you can almost kind of picture the path that, you know, things take. And then the Nine of Wands. So then now here comes all of, you know, the, in a way, I feel like here comes all of the blockages, right? Gemini, this was, I feel like this person, you didn't even, you didn't even meet this person for that long, right? Like, and what I mean by that is, like, I just feel like there was never any like ongoing communication, possibly. You just knew that this person kind of stirred up something within you, and, you know, you saw that, you know, really things could really, really go right, and it really could lead to something balanced. At least you thought so. But then there's the question of, it's like, you know, maybe there were certain red flags that you also were paying attention to as well. maybe there was the matter of you just really not wanting to have to start all over again with someone else when you had already built and gained so many other experiences with the person that you're already with. Let's get some clarification. Yeah, Gemini, I feel like with the person that you met, this Libra possibly that you met, or whoever it was, I feel like you saw greatness in them. Like you really, honestly, it's like you really saw a future with them in your own, like in your mind's eye, even though, I mean, it's not like intuition was more so involved. It's just more so is that, you know, it's just like you really just imagined like a really good, successful, beautiful future with them. But at the same time, it was like you just didn't really want to give up on all the progress that you had already made in a relationship that was prior to this meeting of this person. And even if you did give up, right, on that relationship, it was almost kind of, it just almost looked like an uphill battle for you to now have to lay all the groundwork down with someone new. So you closed yourself off. You may have built a wall around this person and just kind of kept them as a fantasy. Nine of Pentacles clarifies. The Emperor clarifies. And the Ace of Pentacles clarifies. Gemini. The energy that the energy that I feel here, I feel as though it's like you navigate through your life very independently, especially with the Nine of Pentacles and with the Emperor here together. I feel like you're navigating through your life or through this situation, whether it was before you met this person or after you met this person or whatever, right? Like you are navigating through it all, just kind of doing what it is that you want to do, which is not bad. It's not a bad thing at all. I mean, however, I do feel like there is still this attachment though, with someone else, or, you know, there was this attachment with someone else. So it's like kind of like operating, it's kind of like going through life like you're a bachelor or like you're a bachelorette, but at the same time, you know, no one would ever know, or like you don't carry yourself as a person to actually like be in a relationship. Like nobody would think that Gemini, you were in a relationship. What? I mean, with this Ace of Pentacles, I feel like definitely, I feel like someone extended some sort of new beginning to you. Some sort of offer was given to you. Maybe even just meeting this particular person was really just kind of like an offer here from spirit or from universe to just, in a way, kind of see what you were going to do with it, you know, to see if it was your time to really have it. And you choosing to give your current relationship at that time a chance, or at this time, whenever it is you're watching this, you know, you deciding to stay with your more established partner symbolized that, okay, you know, you just were closed off to accepting this new love that spirit had for you. It's not to say that you made like some big life choice. Like I don't feel like we don't have the Lovers here. We don't have the Two of Swords here at all. So it's not like this was a difficult choice for you to make, Gemini. I don't feel like that was at all. I don't feel like you put a lot of, I mean, you may have put some thought into it, but I do feel like you were, you know, you're just with the Nine of Pentacles and the Emperor, You're just going to do whatever it is that you were going to do anyways. And then with, you know, and like this person was like a bonus. This Libra or whoever it was that you were dealing with, that you made this striking sort of connection with on the outside of whoever you were dealing with, like that person was just, not to say that they weren't significant, they could have been significant, but they could have been significant for you. And it could have been in a good way with the Ace of Pentacles. So let's move forward. Let's talk about any sort of like communication. How are you feeling? How are they feeling? I get the sense, Gemini, that this speaks to you, because I feel like, yeah, you willingly knew that this person was like, oh my God, I met this amazing person, but oh my God, I'm still kind of hung up with maybe some things that are going on with my current relationship. And I mean, Gemini, you didn't choose, you didn't make a bad choice. You know, you decided to give your relationship a chance. And I really feel as though your partner would appreciate that. I hope they appreciated it. With the Justice card, I do feel like, you know, you feel as though you did do the right thing. And because of that, I do feel like there was a balance within you that you had made when you made that choice. But I do also feel like, Gemini, I feel like that the person that you met outside of your relationship, like this particular person that's resonating to your energy, maybe you know who that is, maybe you don't. I feel like they're just viewing the situation as to say, okay, well, you know what? You know, I made an offer, and, you know, take it or leave it. You could take it or not or whatever. But, you know, I don't feel like it's been damaging on their ego or anything at all. It's just a simple two ships in a night passing and all that kind of like soap opera stuff. Where you just meet somebody and just make a connection, and it just doesn't last long. It's just a flash in the pan type of connection. But let's see what kind of, whoa. That was literally half the deck. How do you guys feel about each other? Okay. Is there any communication, anything to be said here? I can still feel you. Yeah, so yeah, this person definitely thinks about you a lot, Gemini, or you maybe think about them sometimes as well, like, because again, they did kind of resonate to you on a different level than the other person did. Or just in general, right? Like they resonated to you to some degree. They may have like, you know, just communicated with you in a style that you really responded to, Gemini, because I know that you guys are some of the best communicators, being an air sign. And then here you are, you met another air sign, possibly a Libra, and you're able to bounce ideas off of each other. Like they sit with you, you know, they mind fucked you, or, you know, you mind fucked each other. So you're still poking around in their brain, or vice versa. What else? I just have to do something else right now. Please try and understand. Yeah, another card had this too. I can't remember. I mean, another sign had this. I think it was Capricorn or possibly an Aquarius. But anyways, I just have to do something else right now. Please try and understand. I feel like these possibly could be some of the words that kind of, you know, linger with the both of you maybe. You know, just for some random reason, Gemini, say you just, I don't know, happen to just scroll upon them up on social media or anything. Not that you're trying to, but just, you know, they just pop up in social media, and it just makes you think about, you know, that one night where you guys really just, you know, opened up each other's minds and had this mental connection and this awesome connection. And in the sense, it's like towards the end of all of this, it was like, you know, it was like, Gemini, you said, okay, you know, I'm going to go ahead and just, again, keep what I have. I'm not going to start anything new. And it was more like, not like you were choosing your relationship over this person. You were necessarily choosing your relationship over dealing with anyone, right? You know, you wanted to make sure that there were things that there was unfinished business in a way. With the Justice card under give your relationship a chance, there was unfinished business that you definitely knew that you needed to handle with either that current partner or this current partner that you have, that didn't allow you to be able to pursue a deeper connection with the fellow air sign. So let's see what the advice has to say here. What the whispers of love have to say. Let's see what they can add for some advice, Gemini, because I mean, you're not wrong. I don't want to put a blame game on anyone. Nobody was wrong here. The person that you met, I feel like you met them right on time. I don't feel like you met them prematurely or anything like that. I feel like you met them right on time. And you just, you know, consciously made the choice to just not pursue that because you didn't feel as though that was where you needed to go. And that's okay. I mean, that's just life. And I don't feel like that person was really fucked up about it. You know, they didn't really, you know, care either way because they're still moving through life independently as well. And I do feel like, you know, they may have had other offers on the table as well. So, but, you know, nevertheless, this person still may be on your mind. You still may be on their mind, right? So you're still sharing energy. So it's possible that you might find yourself reconnecting again. And, you know, it may again just be, you know, something fast like, hey, you know, da 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 da. Or I don't know, maybe you guys will be in a better space. Apparently you're still feeling each other. So maybe you'll be in a better position to offer them something or for them to accept something or vice versa. But anyways, the advice says forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. Yeah. I feel like that's really, I feel like that's really the way both of you have really been kind of operating through this, right? It's like, it's almost like forgiveness isn't necessarily needed because you were already going to, you know, you really already weren't too disappointed by, you know, it's like you really didn't have too many expectations for this. You just recognize that this was something new. This might have been like the start to the reason why you started liking, you know, people or things like blah, blah, blah. And every time blah, blah, blah occurs, or every time you see blah, blah, blah on TV, or every time somebody says blah, 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 then automatically, Gemini, you think about that person that you had that time with. And, you know, I don't know. I think this is cute. This is cute energy. Well, let me know, Gemini, how this worked out for you. I mean, it's not too deep. I'm sorry. I mean, you know, it's definitely interesting. It does show that, you know, Gemini, you definitely were operating and showing some sort of restraint, or you were showing some sort of strength to be able to make sure that you handle things at home before you start new stuff, you know? And nobody can fault you for that, Gemini. And I don't think that this person has faulted you for it. So, yeah, let me know how it works out in the comment box. You know, I love your comments, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. If you haven't subscribed already, I do invite you to. Again, I do stress, please do not stretch these messages to, you know, fit to your particular situation if it does not fit. Because, you know, then you would have wasted your time, and then you'll be coming at me in the comment box saying that, you know, what this is and what that isn't. I understand it. Yeah. And I'm going to look at that and I'm going to say, I know it didn't resonate to you, but hopefully you'll find your message in another reading. So I'm going to leave it on that positive note, Gemini. Again, have a great rest of your day. You guys have been the very best. I'll talk to you soon.